I just really want to actually demonstrate that I'm not lying. Viol, briser la loi de silence. Violation, literally break the law of silence. Let's try to see what would this mean. I don't really need to think about it. I'm actually really being quick. I'm not lying. No, I don't really need to. It's really easy. The born underneath the Generation X, the secret of the Queen. That's really easy. You want to actually see it? I don't need to think about it. It's really easy. I never hesitated. Return to the program. Born underneath X, the secret of the Queen. Oliver Delacroix reviews the person concerned more than 4 years later affected by it. No, I never hesitated. The forbidden love relationship. I don't really need to think about it. I never actually been late. Black and white, Muslim and Catholic, and rich and poor, the cousin and cousin, female cousin and a male cousin, and the priest and unbelievers, congregationists. In the name of the love, one can actually violate all the traditions, go against a moral order, or even religion. Oliver Delacroix conducts on research to meet all different couples who have somehow violated the rules by making choices despite all the prejudice and the pressures coming from families or the look of others. By crossing the convention, the couples who actually submit to the pressure much strongly because they have been pushed to the limits. They have tried to establish the proper rules. That's really easy. I don't need to. I'm actually, my worst enemy. I don't really need to think about it. I'm my worst enemy. It's really easy. It's really easy. Literally, to live with the mental disease is one heck of a combat that actually has been waged every day against oneself. Olivier Delacroix launches one's own rendezvous with the men and women who are bipolar or schizophrenic and the victims of the obsessional-compulsive disorders or obsessive-compulsive disorder disease, or even the people with Alzheimer's. They have been accepted to depict themselves by letting us walk through their interior world, and however, each of them, amongst them, have succeeded into looking or keeping up the control to see their life and their destiny by holding a grips on their own destiny and future. I don't really need to think about anything. And women in the great danger, it's really easy. Why would you actually say that it's really challenging? Errors of the young, the foibles of the young youth. I don't really need to think about it. It's really easy. It's really easy. The adolescent, the age of experiences and the conducts at risk. According to the research of the very powerful sensation, the adolescents test themselves to go against their limitations or broadening their horizons without actually having any conscious every day concerning the risk they would actually take or they're about to jump into. Certain choices could change their lives or their course of life definitively and forever and more. Oliver Delacroix launches one's own meeting to sit down with the men and women who have already paid high price because of their foibles of the youth, or who have had yet another chance to lift up their wrongdoing and rectify their missteps. At high school, Philip has already been recognized as the object of mocking and insult. To defend himself, he actually forges the sport combat team, and he particularly reveals himself to be talented. This young man takes immediate interest in violence by being seduced into the violent nature of athletic skills. He actually, feels himself too powerful to made a mistake by stepping in the wrong side of justice. And ever since that, his dream is integrated into Jigen, which actually flirts with the dangerous great criminality to be associated with the gang members, which you would actually be only saved in the extremity. And amongst all the dangers of the adolescent, the taste for the fast speed is one of the most formidable and redoubtable fascination that could never be assuaged. This for, several minutes of sensation powerful that Delphine's life had completely rendered into a shit at the age of 19. The only survival of the great accident of the car, she is today, semi-paraplegic. Her limbs are not functioning properly. She is on her way to pay the very hefty price of this indiscretion of the era and the epoch. At the age of 13, Camille is devastated by the death of her father. And delivered to himself every day, from day to another. This adolescent somehow seeks one's refuge in the anxiolytic. Imagine himself, he would be able to fight off his disgrace in a sugar inn. And this is the beginning of the down spiral that actually is going to train himself to be a drug addict, drenched in addictive drugs that would actually last yet another 15 years.